Hi, I'm Vivian Dempsey, and this is the Writing Edge Bar Review course. We're going over PTA from the winter 2015 bar exam, which was PT Virta. The second issue is an escrow holder's duties, and primarily the authorities that go on this issue sheet, the library resources that go on this issue sheet, are the two Columbia Professional Code sections 17002 and 17003, and then the Wassman case. So that's your deal out of your library resources onto this issue sheet. 17002 defines what an escrow is. And it says basically that party A entrusts to the escrow holder something of value, property of value, and instructs the escrow holder to hold it until conditions are met or an event occurs, and then to convey it to party B. So it's a device for transferring property when there's a step in the middle that needs to be completed before the grantor gives to the grantee. So that's what an escrow is. And 1702 says that attorneys can be escrow holders, that they're authorized to be escrow holders. And 17003 does what I just said, which is describes what an escrow actually is. The Wassman case says that an escrow can be created implicitly. It doesn't have to be an explicit offer to act as an escrow agent. And that if a person accepts trust property, then he has placed himself as an escrow agent, whether he knows he did or not. Okay, if he didn't want to assume that responsibility, he should have returned the property to the entruster, to the depositor, immediately. So it looks like our guy, Chris, has turned himself into an escrow agent, even though he didn't realize that he had. The Wassman case goes on to say that once somebody has become an escrow agent, an escrow holder, he has duties to strictly obey the escrow instructions. And if he fails to strictly obey the escrow instructions, he is essentially exercising dominion over the trust property. And that's called conversion. It's the tort of conversion. So if Chris, our guy, goes ahead and conveys the property to his client, okay, flouting the explicit escrow instructions, then he is liable for losses in conversion. And that the amount of the conversion damages is the value of the property at the time that the conversion occurred. Now, interestingly, the sale price for these 2 million shares of stock is at a discount. It's quite low. The stock has sold for as much as $5 a share. But the price in this deal is much lower than that because Virta is getting something else out of it. He's getting excused from his non-compete clause. So when you're figuring out the conversion damages here, they would actually be at the fair market value of the shares of stock, which would be $5 a share, okay, much higher than the sale price that's placed on the shares of stock in this deal. That's it for the second issue.